You might think the most dangerous part of cave diving is running out of air, but it is not. The truly terrifying part is when everyone believes they did everything right. In 2004, 9 highly experienced cave divers entered an underwater cave system in Mexico. They had professional equipment, a well-known route, and every safety precaution had already been planned out. But in the end, 2 of them never made it back to the surface. And the strangest part was this: out of everyone who survived, one of them was the least experienced diver in the group. The incident happened at the Calimba sinkhole in Mexico. It was part of the 3rd longest underwater cave system in the world. Hundreds of kilometers of tunnels stretched underground like a giant maze. Yet somehow, the route where the accident happened was considered one of the safest and most popular cave diving paths. There was no risk of collapse, no unexplored territory, and guidelines had already been installed ahead of time. That day, the 9 divers split into 2 groups. The first team of 5 entered the cave first. At a T-shaped intersection, they placed a pink guideline. According to the plan, the second team only needed to follow that line to safely find their way back. 20 minutes later, the second team of 4 entered the water. Every one of them had years of diving experience. Along the way, they were relaxed enough to stop and take photos. None of them realized the danger had already begun. On the way back, they reached the critical intersection again. The correct route required a right turn. But strangely, all 4 divers somehow chose the wrong direction at the same time. They swam straight into a dead-end tunnel more than 400 meters long. At first, nobody understood how this could happen. Later investigations revealed the reason. That section of the cave was where fresh water and salt water met. Because the 2 layers had different densities, flashlight beams became distorted underwater. The divers' sense of direction became completely warped. In simple terms, what looked like the exit was actually a trap. By the time they realized their mistake, they were already hundreds of meters deep inside the dead-end tunnel. Darkness surrounded them. Their air supply started dropping fast. But the deadliest thing in that cave was not the cave itself. It was panic. One diver named Mike suddenly lost control emotionally. He turned around and desperately tried to swim back. The others immediately panicked as well. Everyone started fighting for their lives. But when they finally made it back to the intersection, what they saw completely destroyed their hope. The bright pink guideline was gone. Earlier, when the first team returned, they noticed the second team's markers had been removed. So they assumed the second group had already exited safely. Following standard procedure, they removed the guideline. Nobody intended to hurt anyone. Every person involved believed they were simply following the rules. But somehow, all those reasonable decisions combined created a deadly trap, and things only got worse. The frantic movement stirred up thick clouds of silt. Visibility inside the cave dropped to almost zero. In the darkness, Mike ran out of air first. He desperately begged the others for help. But the other 2 divers had already been overwhelmed by fear. Focused only on surviving, they did not even stop for him. They grabbed the guideline and swam toward the surface as fast as they could. But at that moment, Kent, the least experienced diver,